This is the latest Tempo Storm Wild Meta Snapshot. The Wild metagame is as diverse as ever in Showdown in the Badlands, with 9 out of 11 classes having representation in the top 2 tiers of this report. New developments are happening every week too, so there's still plenty to discover. The talk of the town this month has been a newcomer in the Wild format, Holy Wrath Paladin. This deck came into being after a nerf to Order in the Court, which originally drew a card after reordering the player's deck from highest cost to lowest. Nerfs in Standard turned out to be buffs for Wild, and a 7-mana 25 damage combo was born. The shell has been slotted into multiple competing strategies, but our experts have identified one as having the most potential right now. Check out the Holy Wrath Paladin write-up on tempostorm.com for more info. Holy Wrath Paladin isn't the only deck to surprise in Tier 1 this time though. Questline Demon Hunter also returns to the highest tier in our latest meta snapshot. The popularity of Highlander decks has created an ideal meta for the deck to succeed. Cards like Glide and Mana Burn are extremely potent against payoffs like Reno Lone Ranger. Aggressive decks are still a challenge, but the deck's matchup spread is still good enough to land Questline Demon Hunter in Tier 1. The 3 other decks in Tier 1 should be familiar to our regular readers. The first, Reno Shaman, is the most powerful and well-rounded Highlander deck in the Wild format. Its flat matchup spread allows it to have a fighting chance in every game, no matter the opponent. The other 2 decks are Even Shaman and Even Warrior. Even Shaman gets a bad rep because of its high bot count, but the deck is still one of the strongest in the game. When even a bot can pilot it to high ranks, Even Shaman must be Tier 1. Even Warrior, meanwhile, is one of the few archetypes capable of staving off aggression from opponents like Even Shaman and Holy Wrath Paladin consistently. Thanks to its burst-heavy win condition, it doesn't roll over to other control decks either. Reno can't deny Odin Prime Designate like it can with other win conditions. Tier 2 offers even more diversity with multiple aggro, control, and combo decks listed. Reno Quest Mage takes the top spot here. The deck was slightly impacted by nerfs with Inquisitive Creation going to 5 mana, but Reno Jackson and company have kept it competitive. Reno Druid and Dragon Druid are also placed together here. Both utilize similar win conditions with Aviana, Bran Bronzebeard, and Astalor Bloodsworn, but have slightly different matchup spreads to better hedge against certain opponents. In general, Dragon Druid favors consistency, while Reno Druid prefers the flexibility Highlander payoffs like Zephyrus the Great offer. Further down the tier, Valera also makes her appearance. Miracle Rogue has been adjusting to the metagame in its push for a return. Players have been trying different additions to improve aggressive matchups, its biggest weakness in the current metagame. Be sure to read our Miracle Rogue write-up for our full expert opinion on the archetype and preferred deck list. Tier 3 and beyond are a mix of decks that either see too little play to rate appropriately or are missing a few pieces to reach a competitive state. Beast Hunter and Big Shaman are the biggest question marks here, as they are too rare for our experts to confidently call strong, but show too much promise to ignore for this meta snapshot. We've taken a conservative approach for now, but keep an eye on these 2 archetypes should things improve. Alex Rogue also deserves a nod here, as it's looking to be one of the more challenging decks to play. Despite the deck's Tier 4 performance weeks ago, it seems to have turned things around and reached a much more respectable win rate. Should players find more ways to improve the deck, it could become a premier combo deck in the Wild format. Want more info on what deck is best for you? Our full meta report at tempostorm.com holds the answer. We offer a full analysis of the metagame that covers all levels of play. Our extensive breakdown provides all of the tools you need to take your game to the next level. As always, thank you for watching.